It is a new day in the state of Ohio when it comes to public safety and the highway patrol. You know, I guess number one is I never really totally understood the professionalism of the highway patrol until I had the privilege and the opportunity to spend time on a daily basis with members of the patrol. And if there's anything that's clear, that organization cannot be infiltrated by politics. Frankly, I think it has been. I also believe that politics doesn't have a place when it comes to the highway patrol. And I've developed some pretty close relationships with people who work there, and I've come to understand that absolute integrity is an imperative. And I also have, of course, come to understand that the Director of Public Safety in Ohio, what a job that person has. Being able to regulate and run the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, enforce liquor and tobacco sales, running Ohio's FEMA agency, our own Ohio Emergency Management Agency, and it was up in the northwest part of Ohio that really hits you when you go up and you see a school that's been obliterated by a tornado, and you see how the community pitches in, and you think about the challenges that we'll have over the next 4 years and being able to be with the public and to help them to get through some of the most difficult times for communities and families. The first responders, it's a job where we certify all the paramedics, the firefighters, private investigators, the security guards. We set their training standards. Homeland Security. You know, it's all the activities of counterterrorism. We coordinate with state agencies, local governments, the FBI, from soup to nuts when it comes to Homeland Security. And of course, being able to be the director of, ultimately, and the top boss for the Ohio Highway Patrol. Let me start with public safety first and Tom Charles. Tom Charles fears nothing. Tom Charles loves the flying wheel. Tom Charles believes that in public safety there is no place for politics. It's tough decision making. It's esprit de corps. Not just in the patrol, but from top to bottom in all of these functions. I think we know over the last few years, and I don't want to get into the details of it, there have been a lot of questions, a lot of investigations, and a lot of mess that's associated with everything that falls under public safety. There is no place for that. Tom is a man he's got great experience, he's got great integrity, he's got great character, and I have no doubt over the next 4 years, I'm personally going to learn a lot from him, and I hope we don't have to spend a lot of time together, but I suspect that we will, because there are always things that happen that catch you by surprise, that it creates very difficult situations again for families and communities. And we again call on Ohioans to be alert to anything they may see that could represent a threat. We want to know about it. So I am thrilled that Tom Charles has agreed to take on this role. I have heard through the grapevine that some people inside of these institutions are thrilled, others are shaking in their boots. Maybe it should be a combination of both, because we don't have time to waste anymore in terms of repairing the image and the operation of these various functioning agencies and departments. We know there was, I guess, the Bourne Identity, the Bourne Ultimatum. Now we've got the Bourne Solution. It's going to be a new movie. It's coming to a neighborhood theater near you. This is a great day for John Bourne. My press secretary forced me to say he's a graduate of Ohio University. As you know, that's all Scott thinks about all day long. And John commands a lot of people right now. He's sort of been assigned to, I guess, an out-of-the-way area as it relates to what his normal functions are, but he's had a lot of patrolman and a lot of field experience. When I talked to him the other day, he said, you know, at first, because he's had so many different jobs inside the patrol, working with the superintendents and doing public relations and working with the legislature and all these things, he said he realized once he went out east that he had missed the field work. And inadvertently, he now has the field work and the experience that gives him the real drive to lead the patrol. John is you know, you think about the bookends. We have Tom Charles. He's a little older. He's got the experience. He's got the integrity. John Bourne, a pup, a mere pup. Joe, at the age of 47. Don't you wish you were 47 again, Joe? You had more hair back then. But John Bourne is going to do a great job in restoring the integrity of the patrol. My message today to the Highway Patrol is get it together. You have a legacy. This is a pride-driven operation that represents the best of what we have in the state of Ohio. There will be no room for politics and shenanigans. I want the patrol to understand that. I think we have a great foundation and a great base, but there should be no confusion in the announcement of John Bourne and Tom Charles that our greatest days in the patrol, representing great service to the public and great integrity, are ahead of us. I believe this is a new and exciting day for the state of Ohio and public safety with the Highway Patrol, and I am thrilled to be able to announce both men and to say that they've become a very important part of my team. So without any further ado, let me turn the podium over to the new Director Designate of Public Safety, Tom Charles.
Well, thank you. It was awesome. You know, I spent 31 years in Ohio Highway Patrol, and I look back in the audience and I see retirees and some active, and we're all proud to be here, and I'm very excited. You know, I just turned 68, and I don't know if I've been this excited for some time. You know, I am dedicated and believe in the Highway Patrol, and I am where I am simply because I had all the training, and I think the credibility, integrity came with that, and so I'm over in the IG office. Some of my staff are here. You know, the IG office is a team. I don't investigate, I don't write reports, I don't put people under oath. Our team does. But when we get the public safety, we're going to have a team. There's no room for error. It's a team. And, you know, public safety is not just the Highway Patrol, as the governor said, but it seems like, you know, the negative publicity recently has been on the Highway Patrol. But, you know, we touch public safety. Every section of the agency touches somebody. If it's their driver's license or they're being picked up by an ambulance, if there's terrorism, it goes on, liquor enforcement, etc. So we're going to work with all divisions, but first thing we're going to do is get our house in order in Highway Patrol. I'm excited about John Bourne. I'm also excited, you know, I really, people think this was all contrived and a conspiracy or something. I really didn't know the governor-elect, John Kasich, until I went over for an interview. And I sit in there, I thought I was talking to my best friend, and he was excited. He brought a ton of energy. I'm excited about that energy that he brings. And in fact, on the way over, I said, you need to come up and start working out at the Highway Patrol Academy with those young troops. You see a governor running around there working out, and etc. So you know, I'm real excited. I think the citizens of Ohio ought to be excited with this governor, with changes, because it's about them. They pay the bills, and we're there to serve. We're going to do it well. We're going to look at where we can save money, consolidate, you name it, we're going to do it. I don't want to talk here too long. I could go on and on for an hour or two. I think last time I was here was a Mark Dan case. We talked for quite some time. I just want to make a couple of comments about John Bourne. And, I found a document that I had written out about, a year and 3 months ago. Met with a selection committee that was going to name the new superintendent. And they had asked me to come down, and I found my notes. And they were looking for what should be a good superintendent. Well, number one, the Department of Public Safety and that uniform, badge, and gun is leadership. John Bourne will bring that leadership. Present a good image. Take a look at it. Hold the senior staff together as a team. These are notes this wasn't something I wrote yesterday. And it was ironic that I found it. Make very tough decisions. If somebody needs to be disciplined or fired, guess what? He'll make that decision. We'll make it together. Stand out in uniform. Be able to meet with the media and answer their questions, not dodge the media. This guy, most of you know him. Go over and testify before the legislature. He's done it, and he'll do it. To be squeaky clean. I don't know of any negative thing on John Bourne. Good health, committed to fitness, work out with the SRT team and at our CV training. Those are some of the like 4 pages of notes. And so for me, moving into the position of director, having a John Bourne, I feel so comfortable, and I'm very excited. I met John, in fact, I got promoted to captain, went down to Athens for the holiday weekend, and I was trying to find where the troopers were, and John and Toby back there, I think you guys were in a restaurant, and when you heard 255, they were all shaking. Oh my God, we're in a restaurant, we should be on the road. And I went over and met with them, and then they had stayed alone for a while. They're good people. Highway Patrol is good people. The Bureau of Motor Vehicles are good people. Homeland Security is good people. And what you should hear about, it should be on the front page. You're going to hear good things. We're going to have good staff. And so I'm very proud to introduce John Bourne, Colonel John Bourne, designee, I guess.
We just one thing. I do want to say, the fact that he looks so good, that was working against him the whole time. Just to make that clear.
Well, good afternoon. What an incredibly optimistic period of time that we're about to enter. And I want to thank Governor Kasich and soon-to-be Director Charles for the honor and the privilege. And it is an honor and a privilege, not only to be a part of the patrol, but to lead the patrol. I'm going to keep my remarks pretty simple. And the fact is, beginning January the 10th, we're going to do what the Highway Patrol has done for almost 80 years, and that's contribute to a safer Ohio. And it is that simple. That it was that foundation of which we were founded in 1933. The foundation principles of 1933 are going to be the things that we focus upon: internal standards, internal structure, investing in leaders. We won't allow individual misconduct to become organizational misconduct. We're going to focus on the basics of public service and embrace our core values. We're also going to ensure that we're doing the things that the public wants, reducing crashes, reducing fatalities, reducing crime on our highways. And we've had success, and unfortunately with some of the negative publicity that we've gotten, some of those successes have not been noticed. For example, this year, we've almost doubled the number of drug seizures on Ohio roads. Over $70 million, approaching $80 million of the drugs and contraband we've seized this year versus about $33 million at this time last year. So the troopers are doing what the public expects. And I gave an analogy to the Governor-elect Kasich. I played baseball, and thank you for the OU pitch. I played baseball at OU, and I draw an analogy that when the patrol's doing their job, we're like a good umpire in a game. You know, we call it fairly, we're impartial, but you really don't notice that we're there. And I'm absolutely confident we've got too many good people that are dedicated to a life purpose that won't result in success. So again, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for the opportunity, and we look forward to working with all of you.